What is iHub Global and what you're missing out on? Hello everybody, my name is Rick Tronick, and in today's video I'm going to be sharing with you some information about this company called iHub Global. You may or may not have heard of them, but they are a company that has pretty much taken control of a few different industries here, so to speak, and that's what I wanted to share with everybody today. So this is something that's important. It does not matter whether you are a mom, a dad, a college student, if you're a business owner, or an entrepreneur, or somebody into affiliate or network marketing. This is something that could definitely benefit you. And I want you to keep an open mind about this, because some of the things that I'm going to be sharing here with you today, these are things that you can actually share with other people and earn passively in the process. Now, there's no guarantee as far as any type of income. I cannot make any claims like that. But what I'm sharing with you today is something that in your everyday life and what you're doing, this is something that can make an impact maybe on your life or somebody that you know's life. So I encourage you to listen to the whole presentation if you'd like. And what I'm going to do below this video is I'm going to section it off into the different topics that I'm covering in here if you want to skip to a certain one. But I want to give you as much information as possible on how it can benefit you or maybe somebody that you know. Okay, so if you're not familiar with iHub Global, iHub Global is a tech company with a worldwide community of over 1.3 million members. Okay, this is something that if you search for them on LinkedIn or if you do a Google search for them, you'll find this information as well. But they have a powerful platform and a marketplace of earning opportunities, which was initially focused around building the world's largest IoT network through helium hotspots. But that has since changed since they originally started, because a lot of companies have seen what type of progress they've made and how fast they've grown. So other companies are reaching out to iHub Global to work with them to help them share their products and stuff and services with the world as well. So that's what I wanted to share with everybody here is iHub Global is 100% referral based. So if you want to create an account with them, they would say, well, who referred you to us? Because that's what I really, really like about iHub Global is that they're a pay it forward company. So everything that they do, somewhere along the line, somebody is receiving credit for what somebody that becomes a new member or something that they share. And so it's really kind of nice. So there's not a lot of companies out there that do that 100%. And with iHub Global, it's 100% free to create your membership. Okay, it doesn't cost you anything, and you can actually participate and share the opportunities with other people and earn in the process, even if you do not purchase anything yourself. So it's really a win-win situation if you understand the company as a whole. Okay, so like I do have this here at this joinheliumtrack.app/work smarter for you. That would give you like the general iHub Global where you can create your membership account there. But what I'm going to be discussing in today's video is we're going to touch lightly on the iHub Helium Hotspot, which is initially why iHub came into existence, and then also iHub Travel, which is something that's very new that they brought in on here in the last I believe like about the last 10 months now. And then iHub Meta, which is or their Meta, and it's something that they've recently just started over the last couple of months. And that both the iHub Travel and the iHub Meta are really powerful things that can really impact you. And when you understand how it can change your life or maybe somebody else's that it's some really great information. So let's go ahead and dive into everything here. So like with iHub Global, what they've done, a lot of people are wondering what the key to or the secret of success is. And usually what it is, it's looking for trends. Okay, it's not something you don't have to hit. A lot of people think you have to have a lot of money or education or have luck or have some special gift in order to have success. But that's not, in most cases, having success is when you actually leverage something and you look for different trends. And if you can leverage those trends as they're beginning to happen, this is how you will have success. Okay. And like in the definition here, trend, a general direction in which something is developing or changing. And usually with trends, they're going to happen whether you participate in them or not. So it's something that if you find a good company that is in the middle of this, like in this case here, we're talking about iHub Global, it's something that if you get on board with or you understand what they're doing, it can really benefit you in the long run. Okay, and so that's what I'm really excited to share the information about iHub Global. And just real quick, I have been with iHub Global since the beginning of 2021. So this is not something a fly-by-night thing. They do have meetings 4 days a week, Monday through Thursday nights, and they do have additional meetings at different times for different types of their product line, so to speak. But they do meet every Monday through Thursday. So there's always training going on. They're always sharing more information, and typically I will be on at least 3 of the 4, if not all 4, at some point during the week as well. So even though I've been with them so long, I'm still learning. I still pay attention to what's going on and what they're teaching, because there's some meetings they'll have something where somebody will ask a question that you didn't even think about asking. Okay, so it's something that to have success with a lot of stuff, you do need to put forth some effort. But in this case here, what's really nice about iHub Global is that you can do this all starting for free, okay? And like with the, going back real quick to the iHub Travel, that is something that is a global opportunity. So it does not matter where you are in the world, that you can benefit from that. The iHub Helium Hotspot, that is a global thing as well. And right now, a lot of the focus has been on the United States getting that started. But when you look at the global map, they're all over the world. They're just catching up to getting the hotspots out to different parts of the rest of the world. So it's something that's in the works. So even if you're not able to host a hotspot or utilize one, or you can still refer it and share the opportunity with people. And when those come into place, that'll definitely benefit you. And iHub Meta, that is something that's with the digital advertising. And currently it's only in the United States, but it is something that is going to be going global. So this is something that you want to kind of pay attention to and take advantage to if you're watching this from a different country other than the United States. Okay, so in this case, helium, with the iHub hotspot, I'm just going to go over this very briefly because I'm going to show you a link to a page where I kind of have other videos that you can go and watch too, or you can create your free account and then also find the information in the back office as well. But helium started in 2013, and the first hotspots were deployed in 2019. Okay, and this was based on these devices that are they're called passive income generators, is what they kind of nicknamed them, but they're helium hotspots. And what it is, it's a device that you hook to your router with a cable, and basically this device, and I actually have one right here. This device, okay, it's about this big. This is the box. It hooks up to your modem through with the cable, or your router. I'm sorry about that. And this is what one looks like. Okay, and I do have that in a video as well on the one link I'm going to show you. So what it is when you hook this up to your router, it actually locks your spot in the blockchain. Okay, so as far as that's your specific location, and these devices, theoretically they want them placed no closer than 300 meters, 300 meters apart minimum, because you're going to get a better range and a better signal. But these devices have their own IP address, so there's nothing nobody can steal your data or anything from your computer or anything that you have online. It has its own IP address, and you hook it up to the router, so it actually, because it operates off of the wireless frequency, okay, so the Wi-Fi. So it has its own antenna, and this antenna puts out a low range frequency, and they compare it to like the transistor radios from back in the 60s and the 70s, the ones that you pull the antenna up and that's pick up signals. But any device that's in this area that operates off of a wireless frequency can pick up the signal from the antenna. Now this is everything currently at the moment besides cell phones, although with the 5G and everything, that is something that they're implementing towards the end of this year, where you're going to actually be able to generate helium from the 5G network and actually cell phones. Okay, so this is how something, when you think about how powerful this can be, there really is a great opportunity with this. But so with these devices, putting out this signal, that's the low range frequency signal, any device that's in that area that operates off of the Wi-Fi. So like if you have there's like the dog collars, there's sensors on buildings, there's like door sensors on alarm systems that operate off of a wireless frequency. And even like your FedEx or UPS guy, when they come and they have their device, their pad or whatever, and they're showing that something's being delivered, or you signed for something, that's operating off of a wireless frequency. So any devices in the area of near where your antenna is, if they operate off that frequency from the antenna, it generates helium, which is a type of cryptocurrency which is convertible to money. Okay, so this is one of these devices where if you actually are a host of one, where you plug it in, and as long as you have power and the internet, you're good to go. You don't have to do anything, and this thing will generate helium for you while you sleep, and you don't even have to really do anything. Okay, so it's mostly just getting it hooked up. But with the device itself, initially when iHub first came out with the idea, what they wanted to do was have the devices for free. And so everybody just kind of flocked to the offer. They're thinking, oh, I want to have this device free. But then these devices are very expensive. And so it just, they found that some people were not even, they were ordering them, they were getting them, they weren't even hooking them up, or else they were just trying to resell them, which is not good, okay, because there was such a shortage of them, back at the beginning of last year, that there was a real high demand for them, and people kind of abused it. So they had to stop that free program. But what they did in the process is they came out where two options where you can actually, um, put down a deposit, like a $400 deposit, and actually that unit belongs to you, or else you could lease it, okay? And they have two different options, and I'll show you a link to where you can check that out. But in order to earn from the Helium hotspot, you don't necessarily have to purchase one, okay? That's just one avenue of doing it. But if you take this, the link is when you create your free account, you have your own affiliate link. If you share that with somebody else that might benefit, like say there's a business owner or somebody in town that, they could put one on their building or something like that, that you can earn if that person that you refer it to, if their device generates helium, or if that person, if you refer it to one person and then they refer it to another and that person gets it, it's kind of like one of those and so on and so on and so on things. You can still earn a percentage from those hotspots. Okay, so there's benefits to it, kind of like a long range down the way. Like if you're into network marketing, you'd understand that concept. But so that's one way of doing it, is actually own a hotspot, but then you can also earn from it by just referring somebody to the program, or if somebody refer somebody that does it. Okay, so there's a lot of benefits to it. But when, like right now, the Internet of Things, that was the whole concept of the iHub Global getting together, was when they decided they were going to work with this, the helium hotspot. Right now, that Internet of Things is an $800 billion industry, and there's over 8.4 billion different devices that run off a wireless frequency. And right now, they're estimating by 2029 that it's going to be a $2 to $3 trillion industry, okay, with over 70 to 80 billion devices. So just kind of think about that. Like if you were able to refer somebody who maybe purchased one of these, or else or had one hooked up, or else you referred somebody else who got somebody, you could be earning long range down the road. Okay, so just kind of think about that, kind of have a really open, broad vision of that. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to share this link with you here, and on this page, I'll have this in the below the video here, the silverandgoldsolutions.org/iHub. Now, when you go to that page, this is what it's going to look like. Oops, hang on a second. There we go. I have kind of an overview of iHub Global here. I also talk about the travel and also iHub Meta. But down here at the bottom, I do have their iHub's video here. It's a courtesy of iHub Global. And then also how to navigate in your back office. And that actually goes really in depth. It's pretty cool. So if you want to find a little bit more, you can actually watch these videos here. And then also the antenna that you get, which you could mount on your roof, or I'll put outside your window. That'll help you get you better a better signal. Okay. So let's go just jump back into the PowerPoint here. Okay, so then there's the link if you wanted to join that. Now, iHub is not, was their initial step, was the helium hotspot, but it's more than just hotspots. Now they've offered travel, because to kind of, they originally brought in travel to kind of offset the cost that people that wanted to be a host of the hotspot, they wanted to offset and give something back to them, because they, in a way, it's kind of like they originally thought it was going to try and do it free, but this is a way to kind of compensate the people who were actually hotspot hosts. So what they decided to do was they brought in this travel company, Arivia, and what they were doing is anybody who actually was a host of a hotspot, once they placed their order, they reserved their hotspot, they would send them a $250 travel certificate, which was redeemed. It doesn't expire. It's redeemable towards a discounted travel. And then once the person received their hotspot and had it activated, they would go ahead and send another $250 travel voucher. So you would get basically a total of $500 travel vouchers by reserving a hotspot and then activating it. Okay, so that was their way of paying people back. But besides the when they brought in the travel, that's when they realized that this company, Arivia, which I'll explain here in a minute, there's a lot to it, okay, and this is where they've kind of expanded the travel aspect of it. So if this is something that if you take vacations, like 1 or 2 a year or something, or you go on trips, or perhaps you're working for a company where, the corporate the bigwigs, the presidents and the vice presidents and sales managers that take a lot of trips. This is something that you could actually share with them, and it actually can benefit you kind of in the long run as well. So this is what I'm going to get into. This is why why I really get excited about this, because you can do all of everything that I'm sharing without actually having to pay anything out of pocket if you wanted to. Okay, but this is something also to keep in mind. I do want to say this because a lot of people don't realize this, but if you in anything that I'm sharing with you here today, if you incur any expenses while you're trying to share the opportunity with other people or you're earning money from it, these are items that I recommend people to talk to their accountant or seek tax advice, because some of these costs can be deducted as expenses, because in order for you to earn from these what I'm sharing, or even if you do it yourself, you do have to have the expenses to incorporate to get that to earn the money. Okay, so real quick here, let me take a second here and okay, sorry about that. I had to get a drink of water real quick. Okay, so with iHub Travel, okay, this is trend number 2. Okay, the first trend was the helium hotspot. iHub Travel is the second one. It's this company called Arivia. And they basically, there's a lot of these other companies that you see on here, and I apologize for the little sketchy drawing here, but it's actually a screenshot. These are some of the major companies that actually purchase their travel through Arivia. Okay, so you got they have different, they offer different things through for their employees to get their travel through Arivia. And if you haven't heard about Arivia, it's something you could probably do a search on. But what I want to share with you is a video real quick. Okay, now this is something that, like, when you're logged into your this is my back office. Okay, it shows, it's got my name up here, it's got what the current value of HNT is, and then it's got all these different things on the side here, which this may seem confusing, but it is really an intuitive, well thought out back office. Okay, so that you have your helium track, which would be for the iHub, the helium hotspot, the travel, and then you also have iHub Meta down here. In this case, we're on the iHub travel page. Okay, so with this, it kind of just shows you what's kind of included in a nutshell with Arivia, as far as where you can book things and actually get discounted travel, so to speak. So this is something where, even if you're a travel agent and you're watching this, I highly recommend you to look into it, because you might see something that's going to benefit you that you can actually share with clients, so to speak. Or if it's something that you just want to benefit from yourself, you can do that as well. But I do have a chart that I will show you where all it can benefit you. Okay, but this is kind of goes over what they're covering. And with Arivia, you're almost guaranteed at least 50% savings, or they say up to 50% savings over the competitors like the Expedia and the Travelocities and those places that people search online. And so, without me kind of rambling on about that, I'm going to go ahead and play this video, and this really explains it well. So I hopefully this comes clear through on clear on the replay here. So let's go ahead and watch this.
Imagine relaxing next to the crystal clear waters in the French Polynesian, your cares swept away in the gentle currents. Or perhaps more adventurously, marveling at a ray of sunshine that escapes through a limestone crevice while you swim the Yucatan's spectacular cenote caves. Or maybe you're a business traveler who'd just like to enjoy the journey more. For most of us, we scour the internet for hours and days, hoping to find some great deal on one of dozens of discount travel sites. You know the ones I'm talking about. They spend millions on ads while you try to find a price that might make such a trip more than just one in a lifetime. Here's the secret they don't want you to know about. They all get their deals from the same place, and they're all the same price. Mostly they just slap different colors and features on their sites and spend lots of your money to tell you how much different they all are. Sorry, spend all the time you want, but once you strip away the various bells and whistles, these big travel sites are all within a few dollars of one another, and the fine print looks eerily similar, not giving you much of a deal at all. At iHub Travel, we've built an interconnected network of services, and one of the things we provide our members, one they really enjoy, is making the dream of a lifetime something nearly everyone can afford. And we also give business travel a serious upgrade. On our network, you can get hotels, cruises, car rental and more for far less than their published prices, or what any of the big discount sites can offer. The hotels love us because we connect hospitality providers with our customers, helping them fill their inventory early without the middlemen that clog your social media. At iHub Travel, rather than spend money on expensive advertising, we offer lucrative rewards for our members. Best of all, you can save up to 50% on your bookings and have the same access to all the great vacations the other guys offer with no blackout dates. Naturally, we want to share the love, and so when you invite your friends to jump on our network, you'll earn rewards whenever they book a vacation as well. It's a win for the hotels as much as it's a win for the customers. So if you enjoy delicious ethnic food, exploring historical destinations, or love to adventure, why not make your dreams happen now? Get back with the frequent traveler who shared our story with you and see how easy it is to earn your way to your best life today.
Okay, so that was a real nice video. I thought, they did a really good job of explaining kind of in a nutshell. So it's something that I encourage you to take a look at, because it's something, like I said, even if you are not one to do a lot of travel yourself, but say your neighbor or your relatives, so family and friends or whatever, do a lot of traveling, you can actually benefit from this by sharing the opportunity with them, either by if you do get a membership, and I'll cover that here in a moment, or you share your link with them and they become a member or something. Okay, because it's something that the way iHub has their compensation plan structured for affiliates, and like I said, I have to rephrase it, there's no guarantee on income, but it depends on how much you share it and how much it's utilized. Okay, but in this case here, there are different ways or different levels, and if you're into network marketing, like I said before, that you'd understand it as far as the different levels. And I do have a little small chart that I'll kind of show you here in a little bit as well about how that works. But in this case here, this is what your back office would look like. So you have, which is kind of nice. Okay, you got the your video training, you have your affiliate dashboard. They had a travel summit event that's actually coming up on October 1st, which is free to attend and watch. It's virtual. There's a lot of things that you can find out about it here in your back office. Okay, so let's go back to my PowerPoint real quick. Oops, let's go to, here we go. Oops, sorry about that. Okay, so right now up until September 29th, I'm not sure why they didn't do the 30th, but anyway, up until September 29th, there's two different types of memberships that you can do if you would like. Like I said, it's not 100% required. You can create your free iHub account and then get more information about this and then make your decision based on what you find out. Okay, like I said, once you create your free account with iHub, you have a lot of this information in the back office. But right now the basic is $19.99 a month, and the premium is $39.99 a month, and that's locked in for as long as you have it. It's rebilled every month, and it's something that if you back out of it, then on October 1st, after they have their launch event, they're also coming out to this thing called Boomerang. Okay, and I'll explain that here shortly. But then the basic is there's a $49 one-time deposit, then $24.99 a month, and the premium is $2.99, and then a $49.99 a month. If you're as an affiliate, this is if you share the opportunity and you're a basic member and you sign up somebody to a basic member, you'll get the $25 direct referral commission. This is after October 1st. And then you'll get a 6-month per month residual income. Okay, so this is something that if you share with a bunch of people, like whether it's at your company you work or your church or wherever organizations, you can get $6 per month per person that you sign up residual income. Okay, and if you sign up, if you go with the premium membership, anybody that you sign up that does a premium membership, you'll get a $150 direct commission based on their sign up, and then a $12 per month residual income. So when you think about it, like if you lock it in now and you share this once October 1st happens, you pretty much are with the residual incomes or even with the premium, if you get a $150 commission, you're pretty much paying for like almost 4 months of your monthly membership. Okay, so that's kind of how to look at it too. Okay, it's a kind of a way to kind of cover you. But with the Boomerang, what they're doing is, and I'll show you this here. Okay, so with the basic and the premium memberships, what you can do with the Boomerang, what it's doing is that you can actually share your link with people. Okay, like say if it's a your neighbor or your relatives or whatever. You can share up to 4 for basic and up to 10 for premium. But when you share that link and that person, whatever they book, um, you get for the premium membership, the boomerang thing is you get a percentage of each sale, so to speak. Okay, so like with the basic, it covers the flights, hotels, car rental, and activities. You have the 110% price best price guarantee, and that's something they do guarantee that. So if you in the odd event that you do find something cheaper than what a Rivian or iHub Travel is offering, then you can actually contact them and they will give you the difference back. Okay. Then there's a 24/7 customer service. But with the premium, you also get the, the reward credits, which I'll explain in a minute. The condo weeks, they have cruises, they have sailboats and yachts, luxury vacation homes, restaurant savings, hotspot destinations, and the boomerang savings that gets paid out. So let me explain that real quick. So if you share this with somebody and your link with somebody and they booked a vacation, and so I'm using this as an example where um, they were going to book a vacation and the list price was $400. Well, they're saving 50%. Okay, so the whoever's utilizing your link, they're only going to pay $200. Okay, out of that $200, half of that savings goes. It's like 90% of that savings goes back to you and the affiliates and the people that refer. And let me explain that here. So, like if you shared your link, you would get from that 50% savings, you would get a $45 commission. Okay, and then the person that referred you to iHub Travel, in this case here, if you went through my link or whatever, I would be that one. I would get $9 for that person down the road using your link. And then there's also the bronze, silver, gold. Those are the levels of the network or the marketing portion of it, which I'll show you here in a little bit as well. It goes down to, it gets paid out to other affiliates, okay, and then $9 goes to iHub because they're the ones that created this system and they're handling the organization of, and they've got all these videos and everything for people to share. Okay, so this is something that, so in addition to you getting this bonus here where you get the 100, like if it was a premium one, besides getting the direct commission and the $12 per month residual income, you're going to get the additional amount anytime somebody uses your link or you know somebody's link down the road, so to speak, and you're going to get a $45 commission from that. So it's pretty much going to be paying for your travel membership if you decide to do that. But like I said, you know, you can actually share the opportunity with iHub Travel without actually being a member. There's just more benefits if you do if you are a member. Okay, as far as the passive income portion of it. Okay, so it's really something just kind of keep in mind. And this is something that I was really excited about. Okay, and it's like even if you don't do a lot of travel, but if you like, say your neighbor or somebody you're good friends with, or a friend of like your cousins or something is a travel agent, let them know about this. You know, share your link with them or something. This is how I'm saying that in your everyday life, or even if you're in, you know, in a town where you know maybe you're a business owner or something, the next door, the business right next to you is a travel agent or something like that. Share that with them. This is something that you're paying it for because you're sharing a great opportunity where people are saving money because everybody wants to save on travel when they do travel. And this is something that can benefit you and them as well. Okay, so don't be shy or afraid to share it with other people. So this is trend number 3. Okay, and this is going a little bit longer than I thought, but I apologize about that. But you know what? This is really great information. Okay, so trend number 3 is disrupting the digital advertising and IoT industry. Okay, that's what I kind of like. This I did an article on this, and it's something that is discussing iHub and what's happened with them. You know how at the beginning of the presentation I mentioned that because of iHub's growth as far as with helium hotspots, other companies are contacting them to help them with their products. Okay, in this case here, what we're going to be talking about is iHub Meta. And if you've never heard about it, I want to play this video and this will really be eye-opening. Okay, so this is something when you go out to eat, or like when you're visiting different buildings or whatever, whether it's you're going to a doctor's office, you're going to a car dealer where in the waiting room there's a TV, or you're going to like to have your oil changed and there's a TV in the room, or you're in a restaurant or a bar and you see all these TVs around. This is digital advertising, like right now, there's quite a few. There's actually, I think on tonight's meeting, they said like there's 60,000 now active devices being used or players being used. But so it's starting to happen. It's really growing out real fast now because iHub's helping this company, which is um, Loop TV. Um, they're actually helping them promote their products. Okay, and so, but any time you walk into a place and there's TVs going, you know, there's companies that are generating revenue from the advertisements that show on that. Okay, yet the owner of the business or the bar or the restaurant or the doctor's office or whatever, they're not getting anything for that. So here they're by them showing their TV, even if they're showing the local news or the weather station, or there's advertising coming on there that big business and corporations are paying for in order to get in front of viewers. Well, this puts it back into the hands of more or less kind of the little guy, so to speak. But I'll play this video here and I'll watch this with you. But this is really eye opening. So well, it's a 3-minute video and it does explain everything pretty much to a T. But I'll be back on afterwards and share stuff with you. Okay, let me get myself out of the way here. Okay, there we go.
Digital advertising has become the backbone of the internet and Web 2.0. Expected to reach dollars by the end of 2024. However, the landscape has largely been dominated by a few centralized corporations that have established an effective monopoly in the industry. OpenView is the world's first IoT algorithm-driven display ad network that effectively redirects the profits and power back into the hands of local, regional, and national businesses and global participants. In today's tough business environment, where businesses are facing increasing price hikes and shrinking margins, OpenView Media provides streaming devices through one of its strategic partners, Loop Media, providing licensed content management physical devices to all qualifying local businesses, also called hosts, at no cost. Whether it's a restaurant, a medical office, or even a car mechanic, as long as there is a television screen and a regular flow of customers, these devices can be installed onto the screens in under 5 minutes. The OpenView Network, or OVN devices, provide access to licensed content, digital signage, and entertaining media at no cost to the business owner. At the same time, the devices scan the immediate area around the screen to detect actual human presence. All of these decentralized devices connect together into what will become the largest digital ad network in the world. Based on the location, business type, content type, and multiple proprietary variables, the devices display small, non-intrusive ads specifically geared towards the audience of the location. Every time this occurs, the OpenView algorithms mint a reward in the form of OVN tokens. Instead of a large centralized corporation, these rewards instead are distributed to the business owner and participants in the network connected to the business owner. The more screens a location has, the more devices can be deployed, and the more the location can earn in OVN rewards. Advertisers are now able to reach their ideal audience on this massive decentralized commercial network. Due to the nature of this network, the consumer location, intention, and interests are self-evident, making this one of the best forms of advertising possible. At the same time, no private information of the consumer is at any risk. There is no big tech overreach looking at browsing history or trying to uncover interest to target the consumer with intrusive ads. And finally, the hosts that participate in this innovative network can boost their earnings without making any changes to their business practices. All of this is run off OpenView smart contracts on the blockchain in an ecosystem that places the rights and control with the business owner, the advertisers, and the consumers. If you would like to know more about the OpenView blockchain ecosystem and the OVN token, visit openview.media and learn how you can become part of the largest shift in digital advertising this decade.
Okay, now that was impressive, wasn't it? I mean, the first time I saw this, I'm like, holy cow! And once you after watching that video, now every time you go out and you're about in businesses and everything, think of how many TV screens you start to see, and it's true. It's kind of like if there's a specific color car, a specific car you want or want to buy or whatever, all of a sudden you'll start seeing them left and right. But like in this case here with the TVs, so just think about this. This is something now. If you're a small business owner and you actually have a location where you do have foot traffic and you do have a TV, whether it's for background noise or just something to watch while the employees are working or whatever, and it's a slow day or whatever the case might be. But if you're on this call, or if you watch this video and you're a small business owner or a business owner and you do have TVs, you can actually create an account, and you have to first create your affiliate account, but then there's a way for you to actually order a device for yourself, okay? But with one thing that iHub has done, because they want to make sure this is something they want to have people go through training in order before they can get credit for sharing the opportunity. And it's not a difficult training. There's, I think it's about an hour's worth of videos that you watch, maybe a little bit longer than that. And then you have to answer some questions to get certified in order to share the opportunity. But this is something that if you're a business owner, or if you have friends that are business owners, or you walk into there's a restaurant or a bar, or even your doctor's office or dentist's office that you visit all the time and they have TVs going, you can share this opportunity with them. This is huge, because when you understand the long-term aspect, or the residual aspects that are possible by sharing this opportunity, it's really mind-blowing. And it's one of these things where it's similar to the helium hotspot. You plug it in and it just does its thing. You never have to worry about it. This is one of these things where if you share this with a business, and once they activate the unit, and this is something where they do have training where you can actually do it for them, which is what they prefer, but you don't necessarily have to do that, because they do. Loop TV has support that will help them. But the best part about all this is it's 100% free. It costs the business owner absolutely nothing to do. The device, the equipment, and the shipping is free. The content, everything that is displayed on the TV. And I'm not sure if you saw in the one part of the video, they have when the advertising does come up on the screen, the main thing that people are watching is still there, and the advertising is maybe like a third of a percent of the TV screen where it shows. But what's real nice about this too is Loop TV will actually even help the business owners set up their own digital advertising. So if it's a restaurant or a bar and they have drink specials or special menu items for certain days of the week, Loop TV will actually help them create advertising so they can advertise their product on the TV that they're showing in their establishment. So it's really, really cool. So it's like they got the free ad production. So it's 24/7 support as well. So this is something that it's really kind of, when you wrap your head around the idea of how in depth this is, and how it can actually not only help the business owner, but help yourself long term as well too. But the main thing is just sharing the opportunity. And that's why I was really excited to share this with everybody, because I'm like, this is one of these a lot of the stuff that iHub has to offer is something that really can make difference, not only people that know's lives, but also yours in the process, just by sharing it. Okay. So what I want to do here is I'm going to, so how I'll go over this screen, and I will actually take you into the iHub back office to show you what that looks like. Okay. So how Loop helps businesses. Okay, so they can program and have their own customized content. So it's not just where you plug it in and it shows whatever. The establishment can decide what they want to have shown on the TV. They do have music videos. They have some news channels, some sports. I think it's kind of like college type sports or something. So it wouldn't be anything like NFL or something like that. But they do have sports. They do have kid friendly content. They have drone videos and different types of there's probably about like 20 different types of categories that they have as far as what content they show, and they're adding more all the time. So this is something that it's not just you have one thing and it sits there and plays the same thing over and over again. The business owner, the person, can customize it to however they want. So they decide what they want to see and when they want to see it. They can program Loop content easily across locations or customize it locally. So if you're, like, say you're a pizza place and you have 3 different pizza places, I'm using this as an example, in 3 different cities nearby, you can request a device for the other locations, and you can either program it all from one location, or you can have each other location have their own programming set. Okay, so it is changeable. It's not something that's etched in stone. But this is also, too, keep in mind this as well. So if you go to a bar or a restaurant and they have like 8 TVs, the benefits, they can get a Loop TV player for each TV screen. Okay, so when you think about what I'm going to share with you next here, it kind of it's really mind-boggling when it shows how it'll benefit the business owner, but can it benefit you as well by sharing it. So it utilizes digital signage, instantly inform customers about new promotions, events, and you can communicate with staff and more. There's a like a back office thing to it as well. Um, and what it does is it drives monthly sales. It's a host venue receives unlimited free loop players. So like I said, if you have multiple TVs in your establishment, um, you can actually request multiple players. Okay, and the host venue can earn reward points per screen. Okay, so it's not just if you were, say you were a restaurant or a bar and you had 6 TV screens. It wouldn't just be, one lump thing for your location. It's per TV screen because it's the device monitors, the eyeball contact, and pretty much that's what it does. Is it's like they can tell when it's being watched, which is kind of weird. But anyways, it's really there's nothing harmful or whatever about it. But what they base the reward tokens on is based on 240 hours per month to earn the full rewards. And so they're figuring 30 days, 8 hours a day. Now, if you're a business that's only open 4 days a week or something, what they encourage, they recommend people do is, when you get in there, turn it on, have it run all day or whatever. But even if you can't hit the 240 hours per month, you'll still receive a percentage based on the number of hours that you do have the screen on. And this is one thing I want to point out. It's like uh, the device connects through an HDMI cable. You plug it in. You have a HDMI cable. You plug that into the back of the TV. So if you were like a sports bar or something, you're like, well, what about the Super Bowl or something, or the World Series or something like that? Okay, well, it's unpluggable if you wanted to like show the Super Bowl for that Super Bowl Sunday or whatever. But you could still have if you had a bar filled with people on Super Bowl Sunday and you had 1 or 2 TVs running the loop TV off of it, that's gonna in a different part of the bar or whatever, but where there's people still seeing it, that's still gonna help you earn. Okay, so it's something just kind of keep in mind. It's not like once you plug it in, that's it. Okay, so now this is what it just to kind of go over in a nutshell. Um, the beta promotion thing is kind of still going on right now, but okay, I have Meta Rewards plan. So the host, the person, the business owner that actually has it, can receive up to $200 in OVN tokens monthly per screen. Now that's based on the 240 hours. That would be the max. And with the OVN tokens, that's something that's in the works of being bringing onto the markets as far as the token being at, it's, I think they're still predicting by the end, in the next 90 days or something like that, this OVN token is going to be available on the markets. But with the every business that you as an affiliate sign up, you get equivalent to $100 in OVN tokens. Like, so these are tokens at the moment, but then when it actually becomes goes on the blockchain, it has liquidity, then you can convert it to cash if you wanted to. Okay, and so here's with the codes and the matching bonus. That's basically you're getting like equivalent to the $100 in OVN tokens here. Okay, so during the beta promotion for the affiliate, if you refer somebody and once, or a company or a business, and once that device has been hooked up for 30 days and they hit the 240 hours, once that hits that 240 hours during that 30-day period, you receive a $50 referral commission. For the business owner, if you go through iHub Global on this, or iHub Meta, not only are you going to be receiving the player and everything for free, that's the main benefit of it, is that you get this free. It's free. You can put your own advertising and everything on there as well. But then as a bonus, there's like a $20 per month per device bonus that you get from OVN, okay, or Loop TV. And then also after that, with the codes and everything. Hang on one second here. I need to drink water. Okay, sorry about that. I was getting drink of water there. Okay, so during the beta promotion, if you refer a business, and this is per device now, you would get once they hit the 240 hours on the device, within a 30-day period, you get a $50 cash payout. Okay, per device. Okay, and then after the token becomes live, after that, what you're going to do is you'll get $10 monthly per device cash paid out. Okay, and so and after that after the token becomes live, your referral bonus will be $30. Okay, so right now before the token goes live, they're doing a bonus of $50 for affiliates, and afterwards it would be $30 per device for the first 240 hours, and then after that it would be $10 monthly. Okay, so you're residually constantly receiving payment for these devices being hooked up. And so this is, like I said, it's like the hotspot where once you plug it in and it's doing its thing, you pretty much don't have to do much else unless you want to adjust the programming. If you're a business owner, you want to adjust the programming. And what I do want to say here is for the business owners, there is no contract that they have to sign. Like everything is 100% free to start. If they wanted to try it for a month, I mean, you could even say, try it. Let us know how, what it works, how it works out for you. This is something where after a month they decide they don't want to use it anymore, they can call you up or they can return it. So it's something that they're not locked into anything. They don't have to sign any contract to have it, or they don't have to pay anything. But then on the benefit to the business owners too is the OVN tokens that this device generates, they can actually utilize the earnings from those tokens for other advertising that they have for their business, because every business has to do advertising. Okay, and so if they're generating these OVN tokens passively by having the loop player hooked up to in their establishment, they can utilize that token and take the income earned from those tokens and use that to pay for other advertising. So it's really a win-win situation for everybody here. So not only for the business owner and having something, they have their TVs on anyways, but it benefits them not only from the standpoint of advertising, because they can have their own advertising on it, but the OVN token can generate another source of revenue for them inadvertently, just by being plugged in, and they can use that for other advertising. So it's a win-win for them. And then as an affiliate for you sharing it with them, you also, this is per device per month. Okay, so it's not just a one-time thing. So that's how really powerful this is. Okay, so just kind of this is kind of a breakdown. This is what they had in one of the presentations. Examples based on distribution of the additional $200 in OVN iHub receives for each 200 in OVN a business receives for one loop player. So with the owner of the business or the establishment gets $200 in OVN tokens per device per month. Okay, and for the affiliate, the person that refers the business, they get 50%, which would be 100 in OVN tokens. Okay, and then 10% goes to the enroller of the sales rep. So whoever, like if you went through my link, if you referred this business, you would get 50% of the OVN token, or $100 equivalent. And they're basing it on that right now because it's just equivalent. Like right now, the token is set to launch at between 10 and 11 cents per token. Okay, so you can do the math for that. But so you would get equivalent to 100, and then the enroller, which would be me, would get 10%, and then the rest goes to the levels of your of the affiliate team. Okay, so you got your bronze code, silver code, and gold code, and then 10% goes to the fund for the matching bonus. So that goes to iHub to distribute throughout the other representatives. Okay, so this is the referral link for it if you wanted to create your free account and go through the training. Let me show you that real quick, okay, and then we'll wrap this up. Okay, sorry, this took a little bit longer than I thought. There we go. Okay, so I have Meta. Okay, so okay, all right. So there's all the sorts of these training videos that kind of even, and this is something that the business owner is going to have their own back office. Once you get them set up or they create their account, they are going to be able to monitor how many OVN tokens their devices are generating. And this is all step by step in the back office. So like they have understanding Loop TV. Eric does a good job of describing everything, even how to set up the player and everything. He's got a demo here, and what are the qualifications and what they can earn based on the number of people that visit their establishment, or how often it's plugged in, or how often it's being used. There's affiliate training videos here. They do have some replays from some of the calls that they had, so that's always good information. Uh, but if we go here for a dashboard, so right, one thing I do want to point out, they do have where, see, because I did get certified, I did go through the training, okay. So this is, you're not able to share the opportunity until you go through the training. So they do have, like I said, it's, there's some videos that you watch, and you can take notes during the video. So don't think you have to just watch it and then have it all by memory. So take notes during the videos. Then they have questions at the end. Okay, there's, I think, 36 questions, I believe. And be mindful, some of them are kind of phrased kind of awkward to kind of make you really think. So if you do not pass the test when you for the certification test, you'll have multiple attempts to redo take it. So it's not like if you fail it or whatever that you can't promote the opportunity. They'll let you take the test again or whatever. Okay, but in the back office, you'll have your affiliate links. This is for me to refer a business directly to Loop TV for them to actually order a device, and then here's for me to have you, and this is what I have on another page, my affiliate link for you to sign up for it as well. But there's this section called iHub Meta News. Okay, so and you can actually it shows you, they did a training last night about this. There was a doctor on there that showed you how to talk to different medical places like dentist office, doctor's offices, physicians, assistant places, where he gives you tips on how you could actually be able to talk to them. Okay, and then this accelerator program is something that they did after they had their launch last month. And I actually did part of that. What it is just a program where they do like advanced training on it, but at the same time, they will, you can get on a wait list for it right now. I'm already in it, but you can get on a wait list, and what they'll do is you can get set up to where they'll ship you 3 units that you can actually walk into businesses with and hook up right then and there if you wanted to. But that's not absolutely 100% necessary to do in order to get a business hooked up and run on Loop TV. So like if you're watching this right now, and like say this, you create your account, you go through the certification, you get your affiliate link, you could walk into a business this weekend, one that you frequent or whatever, and say, hey, would you, you're running your TV screens, would you be interested in this device that will actually share content for free, and at the same time it'll you could put your own advertising on it. Okay, and just re-emphasize the free aspect of it, because that's the main thing. Don't necessarily get into the, even say in the training, don't necessarily get into the OVN token explanation, because a lot of people, if they hear that there's something with a token or it's like crypto related or something like that, they kind of panic, and they don't want it. They're not, because they don't know much about it, they might turn a deaf ear on you. So they say, try to share the rewards, the benefits it is to the business owner. For it's 100% free. They can have their own digital advertising on it. They can even have it set up. Loop will actually even have them set up so they can have their own business logo on showing up on the screen as well, which is pretty cool. But and it's something that they can earn. That they can earn the $20 per month bonus, which is $20 is $20, but still it's free. And then also the for the long term end of it, as far as with the OVN token, they can generate the tokens to help pay for their other advertising. Okay, so the back office is very much in depth here. Okay, so don't be afraid to look around, because this is where you're going to learn a lot of information. But then also at the same time, once you create your account with iHub, whether it's through iHub Global, iHub Travel, or iHub Meta, you will actually, every Monday night, they have a call that's specifically for travel. So if you're watching this and you want to find out more about the travel, they do a presentation every Monday night, and they do answer questions. On Tuesdays, they kind of go over all 3 programs. Wednesday night is specifically for questions and answers. So if you have a question after going through something and you want to know, you might want to jump on that call. And then Thursday night is usually when they have somebody there. Eric, who is the programmer for a lot of this stuff that's created pretty much this entire back office, him and his team, he goes over stuff. And then they also have Rick Cotton, who's the CEO of iHub Global. He's on there. But also keep in mind, too, on their weekly meetings, Monday through Thursday, there's a guy named Chuck Hansen, and there's another guy named Michael. They're actually the co-founders too. So these guys, even though they're kind of high up there on the chain. They're there every, 4 days a week sharing the information with people. So it just shows you kind of the volumes that iHub goes through to make sure that people understand everything really well. Okay, so let's just kind of pop back here into the, okay, so the breakdown of the meta. Okay, so there's an activation bonus of $50 per screen for the affiliate when 240 hours are reached within a 30-day period by the business owner. Okay, so if you went into a bar and there was like 6 TV screens, he has 6 loop players playing on there. When each of those players hits 240 hours, you're going to get $50 per, so that's $300 commission. Okay, and that's just a one time on the first thing. Then after that, it's the $30 until they hit liquidity. Then it's $10 per month. Okay, so you're still earning passively. So the monthly bonus is $10 per screen after, and the affiliate referral cash. So like say if you used my link and then you referred somebody, so it's a business. I would get a one-time bonus just the very first time for when they hit the 240 hours. I would get a $20 per screen bonus. Okay, so like if you're sharing this with somebody else and then they kind of continue on with what you're doing, you're going to receive the same type of thing. The CAB is cash activation bonus. Like I said, it's $50 when they first hit the first 240 hours, and then after that, after liquidity, it'll be $30 after the token's on the exchange. Okay, so then there's the referral rewards. There's $10 towards that, and these are for the affiliate, kind of like going down in the network marketing end of things. Okay, so what it is, to kind of go over that in a brief nutshell. So the first 5 people you refer, whether it's your coworkers or somebody that you referred that it's going to share the opportunity, or people that you know are online or whatever, the first 5 are your pro team. Then after that, the bronze team is your next 6 to 15 people that you sign up that are direct referrals from your link. And then after that, the 16 to 25 is silver. And then once you hit gold, it's the next 26 plus people. So if you're into network marketing, you have a big network that you can share this with, you will really enjoy this program. Okay, so it's something that if you want to reach out to me with questions, I will do my best to answer them. But I really encourage people to look into the back office, because that's where you're going to find a lot of your information. Okay, whether it's for the hotspot, the travel, or the iHub Meta. But keep in mind too is with the reason why they want you to go through the iHub Meta is because Loop TV has started this 7 years ago, started putting this concept together. Okay, so they want to protect the rights of Loop TV. Okay, and then OpenView Network with the OVN tokens, they don't want this to be something where people are spamming the heck out of it all over social media and everything. They want to present this with integrity. So that's why I encourage you to make sure you go through the training, make sure you pay attention to what they're sharing, because they do have some really good training in this little course thing that they have. So don't take it lightly, because the better that us, or it can share iHub opportunities, the better name it's going to have in the marketplace. And so iHub is definitely going places. I really encourage you to check them out. And if you have any questions, I will put an email address below this in the video. You can also reach out to me at rick@worksmarterforyourfuture.com, and then I will get back to you as quickly as I can. And I have, like you said, you see how much information there is here. I know it's a lot, but if you take in kind of bite-sized pieces, don't think that you have to do it all overnight. But the main thing is to understand what you have in front of you. It really is a great opportunity. And like iHub Travel is global. iHub, the Helium Hotspots, that's global. They may not be shipping to certain countries at the moment, but eventually that is going to be all over the entire world. So whether you take advantage or not, it is going to happen. And then iHub Meta is currently just for the United States. So if you are in another country or something, I would still look into it, because the whole point of iHub Meta as well is to go global. So at some point they will. So this is something to just kind of give you a broad picture of what is really happening. And I hope you enjoyed the video. And I know it kind of went a little bit longer than I thought, but I enjoyed sharing the information with everybody, because I'm really excited about iHub. And this is stuff that I'm doing in addition to my business and silver and gold and everything else that I'm doing. But take advantage of this. It's like I said, it costs you nothing to look into it. It costs you nothing to create your affiliate account. But I highly encourage you to do it, and share it with other people, because it may not be something that you resonate with, but say it's somebody that you're friends with, or somebody that you there's a couple or something you go out with every other week or once a month or something like that, share it with them as well, because this could really benefit, a lot of people in the long run. And the nice part about iHub Meta is it's 100% free for the business owner, and it costs them nothing to try it. And like I said, if they decide they don't like it, or for whatever reason, I'm not sure why, but if they decide they don't like it, they could always just return it, okay, or call you up and say, hey, come pick this thing up. I don't, I'm not going to use it anymore, something like that. Okay, so just kind of keep that in mind. If you have any questions, let me know. You can reach out to me at rick@worksmarterforyourfuture.com. And I really appreciate you taking the time to watch this video. And I hope you got some great insight for it. And I hope hopefully you're as excited about it as I am. Okay, so thank you again, and we'll talk to you again soon. Take care. Bye.